We're back.
Drinking.
For the first time ever, we're back.
Yep.
This is what we do. We sit and listen, and we care, and we advise, and it's fun. We're just having fun.
Yep.
It's not fun, but it's fun.
It is fun.
No, I'm just kidding. It's always fun. We're going to listen to metal. We're going to have top 10s. We're going to react, and we're going to pleasure our
ear holes.
ears. Let's get to it.
All right.
All right, we're back for the first time again.
Second.
No, the second time. We're gonna do favorite albums, and we're doing pre-2012, post-2012. Basically, old era, new era. It was too hard,
Too much to do.
too much,
10 albums
crazy.
of all time.
We're doing top 10 each, old era, new era,
Heavy.
heavy. Egos, I-goes. It's gonna be a good time, and you're gonna get to know a little bit about us both.
And our musical tastes.
You know, because everyone cares what we
Right.
think.
All right. Just two dudes.
So, what do you got? Go for it.
The first album I'm going to go with is See You Next Tuesday.
Never heard of them.
Parasite.
Never heard of them.
From 2007.
Damn it! I forgot about them, but yeah.
Awesome album. Just grindcore, a little bit of deathcore, brutality, fast, aggression, shrieks. That's it.
The funniest song names. It's the craziest song names. I don't think they actually had anything to do with the songs,
I
but
don't know. Never looked at the lyrics.
yeah, they could have.
But they're still kicking. Actually, they just got back together.
Yeah.
Well, they've been together for a little bit now, but they put out a couple albums.
The internet helped them come back, get shit going again.
Yes.
But Parasite.
Parasite, notable song. 8 Dead, 9 if you count the fetus. Check it out.
Gnarly.
Just the whole album. It's a short ripper. That's it.
Yeah. Love them short songs. They're so good.
So good.
I got such a short attention span. It's perfect.
And it's easy to listen to. It's almost like more, I don't even know. It's like
fun.
It's abrasive. It's like listening to Converge.
Yes.
It's like, this is so abrasive, yet this is so good and catchy.
But it's fun too, because you don't know what's gonna happen next.
Exactly.
You just listen and just go on a journey.
So, Parasite, See You Next Tuesday, 2007. Check it out.
All right. Now, my first one, and this is in no specific order.
No.
Didn't mention that.
We're not doing orders.
But my first one I'm going with is Hunter by A Life Once Lost.
Awesome album.
As about as aggro as you can get with a sound, even in the 2000s, even nowadays, compared to the early 2000s. Vulture, Dehashed,
Rehash.
fucking Rehashed. Yeah, I knew that.
Whatever the one that has Kamikaze Dreamer in it.
That's
that
Vulture.
lyric. Okay, Vulture, yeah.
Or no, that's Rehashed.
Rehash, one of them.
Whatever. And with Pitiless Blows.
Oh, yeah.
Just, it's so, it's crossing over at the same time it's still holding on, and just the dude is just yelling at the top of his balls, between his lungs and his feet, in the middle of his belly, from his teeth to his knees. He's screaming, and I just love it. I used to put my headphones on and listen to it in my car with my subwoofers while it was playing in unison. It was so fun.
And we saw them at
Just a fun note. Oh yeah,
Ozfest.
Ozfest 2006 we saw him, and he guest vocaled with Strapping Young Lad. Remember that?
Or was it Norman Jean?
No, he came out with when Strapping Young Lad was doing You Suck, and he goes, hell yeah, you fucking suck!
Oh yeah.
Such a banger. Alright man, what do you got?
I am going to go with Impending Doom. Nailed Dead Risen.
There you go. That's the
One
one.
of the heaviest albums ever. A lot of people are familiar with the newer Impending Doom, where it's just like kind of deathcore.
Yeah.
And if even pre-Nailed Dead Risen is the heaviest shit you'll ever hear.
Nailed Dead Risen is, it again crossed over.
It's just like gutturals the whole time, death metal riffs. It's, people call it deathcore, but it was like borderline death metal back then.
Yeah.
The album art is awesome.
What was the one before that? Was it like an EP before that?
There was an EP before, I don't remember what it's called, but that version of like In Reverence.
Yeah, that's right.
And shit is very good as well.
That's nostalgic, which is what we love because we're in our mid-30s.
And I'm kind of a one album guy. I kind of get, if I hear a band I like, I get stuck on one album. That's been their album, although I have listened to the second one, and it's pretty good. It's just not as heavy.
Yeah.
And the production is not as heavy. It's just not there.
Sometimes the shittier production. Shitty,
Production.
a little rougher production is like, that's what I want. That's the heavy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you got a little grime,
Yeah.
a little swampy production, it
A little
just makes
rust.
it that much
A
more
little
heavy.
rust on the bust.
So Nailed Dead Risen by Impending Doom from 2007 is that pick for me.
Okay, well, I don't have years, but my turn.
Yeah.
And this is the self-titled first album by this band, and I just call it Periphery 1. Periphery's first album.
Okay. I've probably never listened to it.
That was one that did it for me. I've never heard, well, I had heard Gent, and I've heard the low tuning and the single string and the open notes and just that type of riffing, but I hadn't heard it with this crazy singing over it. Like singing with like auto tunes and electronics. And Misha Mansour is nuts. He's crazy with his riffing. It's crazy how quick he can come up with shit, or how quick they put out albums. But that first one was just dynamite for me. It just changed everything for me. I went from just going chug, chug, chug to like fucking open notes and tap riffs like Zerglocks. That song Zerglocks, the last album, or the last song on the album, blew my mind. That album was just so sick to me.
That's one of those bands I've always heard songs from. Never actually listened to an album, but they've always been on my radar, and I've always meant to, like, one of these days I should deep dive Periphery.
Yeah.
Haven't yet, I will admit, but I will.
Well,
someday.
On our break here, we'll deep dive them.
Yeah.
I'll show you a couple of good songs. And let's get freaky.
All right. Fair warning, we did not discuss these lists. We've been texting back and forth for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
We did not discuss our findings or anything, so if there might be one or two on here that we both picked.
Might be a double or
might
two.
be a double or triple whammy, so.
Or a single flippy.
We're gonna go some good old deathcore. Winds of Plague, Decimate the Week from 2008. Banger. Certified banger.
It is a classic if you're into this shit.
One Body Too Many, Origins and Endings.
Origins and Endings makes me want to fart.
Puffy vests and straight brims. Bring that shit back,
Do they even make puffy vests anymore?
They have to make puffy vests.
Yeah, dude. The only way I can have a puffy vest is if I have arm muscles. Because Johnny Plague is
he's a beast.
big old dude, and he probably smells good.
I mean, the whole theme of the album, just like the ninja,
the samurai shit,
standing on a pile of bodies with a katana.
There's one too many in that pile.
One what?
One body too many.
Oh, okay. If you guys haven't listened to that, you guys should really listen to that. If you're a fan of older deathcore, not this new deathcore that's out. We're not getting into that.
We're going back.
That video is not
touching
for
hands.
this. But yeah, so Winds of Plague, Decimate the Week, brutal breakdowns, awesome choruses, some organs and some orchestral stuff behind it.
Fucking bells.
Bells are good. Gongs, check it out.
I did not think you'd throw that on there, but
it was tough.
All right. I'm
was
glad
tough.
you did. Next one. This is a song. It's an album, actually, a whole album by a band that
That's what we're doing.
came into to like. I heard their song on a sampler, and they came out with an album a couple years later. It's called Vendetta by the band Throwdown.
Rips.
So I've been a Pantera fan. So if you listen to Throwdown, especially in how they sound, later, it's got a Pantera-esque to it, with a little bit of, our shit.
You like spin kicking? You like moshing?
You like breakdowns?
You like throwdown?
You like breakdowns? You like Throwdown?
That's what it is.
Vendetta is a fucking smasher, banger, crusher. It's an angry album, and it's fun. It's crazy to be fun and angry, and that's how I describe Vendetta.
Since
Fun.
you don't have years, what year do you think that was? 05?
Vendetta?
I can look it up.
I think Vendetta was, let's see, because Haymaker
04.
was 05, Vendetta I think was 07.
05 Vendetta.
Damn it. Well, whatever. I
I was just
that
curious.
makes sense actually, because the sampler was probably pre-2000. It was probably 03. So it was Haymaker, and then
That
they
was
came
one
up
of
with
those CDs you always had in your car.
I
We would
always
just
had
cruise
Vendetta.
around, and I never owned it or listened to it, but every time you had it playing,
Yeah.
just like, oh my god, this is heavy, mosh metal.
Yeah, tight, good, shit, crazy, fun and angry. That's how I describe it. Go.
My next one. This is tough. This is such a tough because I have. Next one I'm gonna go with is "Black My Heart"
Before the Devil.
before the devil.
Baby! I had to get that off my list to make room for other shit. Sorry.
No, I got a couple
Fuck.
of those.
I'm glad you brought that one up, though.
At that time, I hadn't heard anything like that. When that was a blind buy. I went to Best Buy and I bought Black My Heart, Before the Devil. And it was like what I liked about deathcore and, certain metalcore, the breakdowns, the heavy parts,
Totally.
with no singing in it.
Right?
Simple caveman riffs, hardcore.
Little rough? Just a little rough?
Little rough, made it better.
Yep.
Spin kicks.
I remember we skipped out on prom. We left our high school prom and went
early.
out to my mom's Blazer, and we were like, what? We listened to Before the Devil by Black My Heart,
Yeah.
opened the doors of our Blazer, and just sat in the parking lot, smoked cigarettes, and just were like fucking screaming to this fucking band.
Yeah.
I can't even remember. I'm trying to think of a lyric. These are my friends. They have my back.
Oh, that's
Like,
the other thing.
that-
Yeah, that album has a lot of chants.
It's all. Every song has a
a
chant.
lot of gang chants on that.
It's fucking Antonia Ricci. I want to name my daughter Antonia Ricci. It's this song. It's a song by them.
Like at the time, I think you had just shown me a certain band. I'm not going to say it because I assume it's going to be on this list. And this was like the other half of that band.
I know what you're talking about, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. So that was my pick.
All right, it's my turn.
Black My Heart, Before the Devil, from 2005.
Really? I thought that was earlier.
Banger.
All right, I got an early one. And this one is a band that has a very famous singer in the metal world. This album is called Spirals by Blood Has Been Shed.
I knew this would be on your list.
You know it.
One of their albums. at
And
least.
I can't express enough how underrated, how before their time this band is.
One of the heaviest bands
It's
I've ever heard.
still so heavy. You listen to like an Age of Apocalypse or I wish I had kept a list of fucking songs here because on the spot
we're terrible at song names.
it's hard to remember song
We grew
names.
up in a different age, man.
Fucking Cortisone and fuck, I can't remember.
His vocals are just nuts.
Howard.
The musician,
Howard.
the guitars are just, and they're not even tuned that low. It's just
It's
heavy.
It doesn't have to be. Yeah,
that dude
they
was
just
on
did
the
it.
Garza podcast, and he's
Yeah.
just like a smart gentleman.
Oh, the OG,
The OG
Suicide drummer.
Yeah, was he drummer? Or?
He was the OG drummer. Yeah, no, he brought that up, and it's funny because that was
That's
always
what it was. They were looking through a CD book.
"Greetings from the Gallows" was a fucking song by
Yep.
them. I was like, holy.
What was
fuck.
their other album?
Novella.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What
So-
the fuck is it called? Something about fisting. I can't remember this. There's a song that's like 1 minute 9 seconds, and it's just like. Dun, 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 dun. Dum, 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 dum. And yeah, that one hit me hard. And I hit it early because I was working at Taco John's.
Yep.
And I would drive to Taco John's in my Lumina. No one was blasting "Blood Has Been Shed," but I was. That shit was fucking heavy to me.
Blood's been shed. Yeah. So Howard, he's legendary.
You know Howard. Everyone knows Howard.
That's my favorite project.
Howard Jones.
Kill Switch is good.
I don't know if I ever heard of them.
No.
Nah. Well, just one of those obscure bands, just out in obscurity, listen to obscure, probably melodic shit. I don't know. Never heard of them. I had to cross the song up that fucking
Oh,
band.
I got like, I could have runners up for days. Honorable mentions for days.
Well, we'll do honorable mentions quick when we're done, but it's your turn.
I'm looking at this list and I'm realizing a lot of this is very grindy, but in a certain sense.
You
So I'm going with Misericordium.
really? That really?
A Thin Line Between Man and Machine from 2006.
I could tell you one part by them that I know.
That album,
John is a heavy boy. He likes heavy, crazy shit.
if you guys don't know who Misericordium,
Yeah,
with an M on the end, not accordion,
not accordion.
you're missing out.
That's a different band.
It's just fast, blistering, inhale, gutturals, deathcore, grindcore, death grind,
It checked all the boxes back then.
everything.
Yeah, and the shit I heard from them, which was, I don't want to say their hits, but the one song I heard, it was just like, I'm a part boy. I like parts.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's what I was. But yeah, you're a heavy boy. You had a Zune. You're weird. So
I still have that Zune. Hey, get that baby fired up. See what's on there.
I think this house would shut down if you plugged it in. It would.
Just drain all the power.
What the fuck is this?
If you guys are looking for some songs, check out Indie Girl Without a Face, Hefty Bag Disposal, Social Jihad. Just let the album go. It's kind of in the same vein as like See You Next Tuesday, which was on the list earlier. It just goes and it's super abrasive. But this is more slammy, guttural, heavy.
Yep. That's what we
And
like.
my pick.
It checks all the boxes.
Sick logo, MySpace. Bring back MySpace.
Bring it back. Well, none of us are actually going to MySpace.
Don't bring back MySpace,
No.
but
All right, my turn.
yes.
And this is the one I got to credit to him. We were at Barnes & Noble listening to, what the fuck did we do? Did we scan CDs or we just pick shit? Like
We would find CDs that look relatively heavy or cool.
Did we do that at Barnes & Noble or we
Yeah.
just go through a
and
little...
you could go and scan them and put on headphones and would be like, but you could only listen to a minute of the song. So whatever cool part
Okay.
had to be in that first minute.
That was at Barnes & Noble?
Yeah.
Either way.
Well, Walmart had them too, but it was
Walmart
just like
had it. Pot Topic had it. I feel like Barnes and Noble were ahead of their time.
Barnes and Noble, man. Kicking ass.
Fucking, they're trying to keep up because they're just books now. Magazines, man, magazines. I forgot about magazines.
Fuck magazines.
Yeah, but you remember getting a magazine just to look at the cool pictures?
And you'd read it for like 6 years?
Yeah. Anyway, mine is the Dead Walk, Acacia strain.
Heavy as shit.
I'm an early boy. We're in our mid-30s. I know you want Continent. I know you want Death is the Only Mortal or Wormwood. That Dead Walk is a fucker. You're gonna swear, right?
Works, yeah.
Right?
I give a shit.
I'd ask permission.
You gotta ask.
The Dead Walk 4x4 and
Was Burn Face on there?
Burn Face.
What about, no. I'm thinking 3750.
That's before that.
I know, but Brown, we're not, okay.
So, yeah, that one did it for me. It was, and you learn a lot about Vincent Bennett. You know, if you're around, you know, if you know shit, you know Vincent Bennett. That dude is an angry dude. He was an angry dude back then. He's not so angry now. He's a cool dude.
He's still
happy.
going. He's still fucking. He's top of his game.
He has not slowed down. He's gotten better. Anything Acacia strain is awesome, no doubt. But the Dead Walk just tickled me right in my pumpkin pie.
Right in there.
Yeah, he was the whipped cream on my pumpkin pie crusted pickle juice. Feeding the hammerhead shark that is my tuna. He was that guy. And he did it for me. And just the guitar tone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a tone
Killer
boy.
tone.
I'm a guitar player. Tone boy. I like the tones.
Killer tone.
Tone Boy is the name of our you know, we're going to start a new channel here with the, you know, a little bit a cappella. We're called the Tone Boys. And it's, you know, this is our first song. It goes like this. No, it's our first song. All right, go ahead. I don't want to talk anymore.
Just going on about an acapella group.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to have an acapella group with just guitar tones. It's been fun. We don't make a lot of money. It's cost us money.
We're terrible.
Let's go.
My next pick is It Dies Today.
Let me guess. Is it the Cave Choir?
The Cadiff Choir.
And boy!
That album still rips. It's kind of weird because at the time, I wasn't looking for any singing at all in my albums.
You know, singing was, yeah, you didn't seek it out, but if it was in there, but if the music was good enough, fuck yeah.
And It Dies Today, the Cadiff Choir, kind of changed that. Granted, there was Kill Switch at the time, there was, you know, all these other bands doing it, but the breakdowns, we lived for the breakdown.
That's what we grew up on. No.
Cadiff Choir, amazing album.
Punchy.
Still listening to
Punchy.
catchy as
breakdowns.
fuck. Catchy as fuck. Punchy breakdowns. The recording is a little rough. I love it. Awesome choruses. Catchy choruses.
Yep. Agreed.
What were they? Trustkill, Victory, maybe? One of them killer labels back. I don't think they were Victory.
I think they were a Hot Topic label, as far as I know.
Topic label.
'Cause that's where I heard them. Hot Topic, when they were, you know, they've kind of gone down technology-wise, because we used to be able to scan CDs there. Now you can't do that no more.
No, you just gotta fucking
Fuck
buy
that.
it.
Man, I can't scan CDs at Hot Topic. How am I supposed to find bands?
It Dies Today, the Cadiff Choir from 04. Check it out.
Alright. My turn. So, this band is pretty cool. They're heavy. I'm just gonna tell you. Just Cover Your Tracks by Bury Your Dead.
Banger.
It's a banger, and a spanker, and a wanker, and a janker. It makes me want to do all those to my body. I have a problem. I have this problem where I want to do things to my body when I hear anything from this album. Or if I watch their live footage. With the CD came a live CD, which was huge back in the day. Like, It's a crazy thing.
It's like your Bible for a couple
like,
months.
I will spend an extra $20 to get this live CD with it, and we watch it. And singer, what's his name? Matt Brusso? Matt something?
No idea.
Something fucking heavy. Dude gets hit with a microphone in the first song, starts bleeding from his head. No, a guitar throw. Guy throws a guitar, hits his head, and he starts bleeding.
Keeps going.
It keeps going. Like, he's a fucking bulldog. He's just an animal. And after seeing that too, I'm like, okay, I can appreciate all this shit they're putting into this music, because that's how they are. It's fucking aggro. It's heavy. It's a little douchey. I'm a little douchey.
It packs a punch though. Like that like double bass for Color of Money.
Yeah, Color of Money. Like,
or is that the one I'm thinking of? Or it's just like, okay, yeah.
Wait, like my day, man.
Oh, that it's so it's so crisp and like weird sounding. It almost sounds off time.
Yeah. In
the coolest way possible.
So it's like they added a slam drummer to a hardcore band.
Yeah.
So they got all these crunchy hardcore two-step riffs, and this guy's going.
Not to mention, I believe that guitar player was in Blood Has Been Shed.
Was he?
I want to say. Don't fact check me on that. I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure someone from Blood Has Been Shed was in the Bury Your Dead.
The breakdown in Risky Business is one of my favorite breakdowns. Listen to the fucking end of that song. It'll make you want to fart, poop, and shit, and pee. And then poop, and then pee again.
I'd put pissing right up there with coming and shitting.
Cum. I forgot about cum. Yeah, cum. I want to cum too. And then eat David's sunflower seeds with my horse hoof cocksucking wiener. Alright.
There you go.
That one.
I'm going to spit one out that could possibly be on both our lists. Sadly. Because I don't want to get to the end and have our last like 2 or 3 all be the same.
Yeah, I'm actually going in order when I shouldn't be.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do Beneath the Massacre. Mechanics of Dysfunction.
Wasn't on my list, but it's okay.
That album, I know I've said this at least 4 times on this list, but that album is the heaviest album I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Beneath the Massacre, Mechanics of Dysfunction from 2007. Nutty. We saw him.
We did. We saw him in Iowa.
Maybe twice. Have we seen him twice?
At least once. I don't know. But we saw him in Iowa with them, Born Osiris, Danza. Fucking Danza!
Yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah.
I forgot about Danza and Born Osiris. Yeah. That was like we went on a fucking 9-hour road trip just to see this in a little club in Iowa.
What's crazy is they kind of blew up with a bunch of deathcore bands.
That's the thing. There was
they're like tech death.
Totally.
With breakdowns.
Breakdowns barely. Like,
right. When you're a breakdown connoisseur and you keep looking for breakdowns.
Yeah.
But you're also progressively like getting heavier in your music taste, and you find Beneath the Massacre.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy fuck. The name?
It's just
brutal.
So easy. It's like, and the breakdowns they threw in there, I like this song. The breakdowns they threw in there were my favorite type of breakdown, which was just stop. Like, it's so fucking aggressive, and they're just the whole, like, as a guitar player, it's all tapping, it's all just fucking guitar work in there, and it's almost so good and so technical you get bored with it.
Right.
But you're still like, I gotta appreciate this, and I gotta appreciate how sick this is.
It's weird because it's like, it's so technical that you're like, this almost sounds like one of their other songs, and then then your ears start bleeding.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah. And then you're just tapping crazy, and it's, but like, fuck, that band is breakdowns are make me want to eat an elephant through a deer.
In fact, after this video, we're just gonna drink and listen to heavy ass breakdowns.
You drinking?
I'm drinking.
Oh, I didn't know we were drinking.
Got some
I've been sober. I've been sober this whole
some
time.
Happy Dad seltzers.
Yeah. Got some Jumbo Davids. And a little bit of Longhorn.
Longhorn ski.
Alright, it's my turn. Alright, this band sucks.
Terrible.
And they've sucked since I moved to Minnesota through my dad's penis. I've been here the whole time. This album's called Rare Form
Oh fuck.
by Before the Burial. No, wait, it's After the Burial.
Get a little of this guy.
Minnesota boys. We shouted After
From
the
Minnesota
Burial.
boys.
We shouted After the Burial. I didn't do it because we're from Minnesota, but that album
You don't. Yeah.
is like the biggest, nastiest fart, and it's yours, and everyone was like, "Oh, jeez," and you're like, oh, "Nice, that stinks."
Oddly enough, that's a good analogy.
Yeah, analogy. That's good.
But Rare Form is awesome.
know-
I took the one before that off my list.
Forging.
A Future Self. I took it off my top 10.
I was
I'm
tossing up.
kind of regretting
I
it.
was tossing up like a salad between Forging and Rare Form, and Rare Form, the Grant version.
Is that the original,
The original
or
recording. The original one.
Yeah.
That's I'm engulfed in fucking. I don't know. Maybe that was the album before.
Don't look at my list.
I'm not looking at your list. I'm just thinking in the distance.
We got a cheater.
This is hard to think of songs. Cheater. This isn't a fucking contest.
Sure is. Who's got the best albums?
Okay.
Who's got the best favorite album?
If you're from Minnesota, which you are, because you're listening to this, Rare Form is an album you know, and you show, and you go out and peep and poo and po-po.
Probably Blow too.
Chinese. Alright, go ahead.
This band I actually got from him, so returning the favor with your Acacia Strain one there.
Oh, cool.
And this also might be on your list, sadly.
Don't look. This is cheating.
I'm going with Bleeding Through.
Bad boy.
This Is Love, This Is Murderous.
Bad boy.
I forget how good that album is until I hear Love Lost in a Hail of Gunfire
Yeah.
come up on my, whatever it is, my shuffle, my playlist, and every time I hear that song, I can't not go to the album and listen to it.
Yeah.
And every time I do, I'm like, how do I forget about this album every 4 months?
Revenge. I seek.
Do some somersaults on stage.
I mean, I would love to be 5'10" and name Brandon Chupetti and be able to do somersaults.
And this
That's
kind
what the
of
vocalist does.
this kind of goes back to that we were kind of in that weird spot of we were getting heavy, but there was still lighter, borderline singing in songs.
That's you had mentioned like what is your favorite band that sings from back in the day? I remember you texting me that.
Which also goes to Bleeding Through the Truth is an amazing
The
album.
Truth makes me want to grow tits and cut them off and eat them. It's so heavy. It makes me want to.
Doesn't make me want to do that, but pretty close. Anyway, Bleeding Through, This Is Love, This Is Murderous.
I don't give a fuck.
You got some samples. You got a keyboardist. You got breakdowns.
Marta, my ex-wife.
Yes.
We're co-parenting.
Co-parenting. How's the kid?
She's not good.
Well,
Wait, he's not good. I can't remember.
see you later.
But we're having fun, you know, talking, texting. She signed my wristband once, and yeah, the Sharpie was nice. It was a nice Sharpie.
Bleeding through. This is love. This is murderous. What do you call that even? Is that like
New wave? New wave.
new wave of
Almost
American heavy metal?
with some little bit of black metal in there.
There is a little black metal. There's a little hardcore.
Yeah, hardcore. They're Cali, so they're hardcore. That's where they're
Orange County.
Yeah.
Check them.
My turn.
Yeah,
I want to pick one to save for the end.
it's a good tune.
Yeah, this is a good tune. Time Bomb. Alright, I'm gonna pick my.
Are we at the end?
I got 3 left.
Because I had more than 10, so I'm just kind of cherry picking at this point.
I got 3 more. So this one got brought up. Fuck it. This one is called Alaska by
Certified. Banger.
Between the Furry and P.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Between the period P? Period
No.
me?
Oh,
Oh, between the ass and shit and fart. PP.
say the name.
PP band. Between the Buried and Me, Alaska is a very good album.
It rips.
Silent Circus is good. The self-title is good. Alaska is very good. The song, there's a song on that, like there's Selkies and it's so I should have written this shit down. There's a song on that album called Backwards Marathon. It's like 8 minutes, and there's a point in there, you know, Between the Bear and Me, you know, they're fucking all over the place. It's fucking jazz, it's fucking metal, it's
Proggy.
fucking it's insane prog.
But in the best way.
Backwards Marathon has this part where he sings, "It's raining," and then just sings it over and over again during this bass line.
I remember that.
It just makes me want to cry out my pubes with a candlestick up a glass statue. It is so cool. It is so weird, and it so makes me happy, and like, ding, like that.
We also saw them at, I don't know where. I have a terrible memory. First Ave.
Maybe? They had the gong.
They had a gong, so that was pretty cool.
And they hit it how many times?
Once?
Yep. One time.
Let's bring a gong on this cross-country tour and hit it once per set.
Good God.
Legends.
That fucking album.
Honestly,
Give yourself a wank, a shank, and a dank. Smoke some weed and listen to that. And try not to cry. And then try not to bleed.
it's borderline, you know, I listened to the first 3 albums pretty extensively. So, you know, that would be your self-titled,
Totally.
your Silent Circus, Alaska.
It was self-titled Silent Circus, Alaska.
Right. I listened to those and I just stopped, and every time I hear anything off any of those 3 albums, I'm like, I should deep dive them. And guess what? I don't.
There is nothing more deep than a deep dive Between the Buried and Me.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta be
They're huge.
in the right mood, in the right moment. Fuck this song. What a shitty song.
This is a terrible song.
Fucking
Why? Who put it on this shit-ass
Vulture, A Life
playlist?
Once Lost. What a shit song.
This is a terrible playlist.
Gosh,
Pre-2008 hate on
this
Spotify.
makes me want to buy a house and just be a good functioning adult. Fuck this song.
Metal just makes me want to, like, go to church. And this keeps...
Dude, tomorrow's Sunday. Let's go to church.
Let's go to church tomorrow.
All right, let's go to church, and we gotta play that. Album. But anyway, it's your turn.
My next album, I don't know where we're at in terms of how many we have left.
I got 2 left. So, where did you start?
I think...
Whatever.
I don't know. It don't matter.
Go ahead.
Don't matter.
Do 11.
I'm doing the red chord. Clients, this was a tough decision because I love Fused Together and Revolving Doors. I love
Gnarly.
Clients.
Pray for eyes.
I love Pray for Eyes.
Pray for eyes. But clients.
Ultimately, it came down to Fused Together and Revolving Doors just because it's recorded more raw. It's more, we recorded this in like a studio live sounding.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is or not.
Well, you like
But ultimately, it came down to clients. Ant-Man, Black Santa.
Black Santa, that's the one.
Can't go wrong.
What's the song called?
If you guys haven't heard of Red Chord, fuck you.
Red Chord, not dead.
Very much going.
Still going.
Slowly.
But if you want something that's to introduce yourself to Red Chord,
Groovy at times, riffy at times, heavy as balls at times, weird at times,
Yeah,
spastic,
what's that word you always use?
abrasive.
Abrasive. They got abrasive shit. Guy, what's his nuts?
Guy Kozłowski.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. He's a cop, so.
if you want
that in mind.
if you want a slight introduction to them, listen to Pray for Eyes. If you want the introduction to them, listen to Clients, because it's fucking retarded good.
I'm trying to
Sorry,
turn this
that was a
sleep
bad
mode
word.
off.
That was a bad word.
I didn't hear what you said.
Good.
I'll find it later.
I don't. That's a bad word.
Anyways,
It's
Red
my-
Chord Clients, check it out. The deluxe version, which I assume is probably the one streaming on Spotify, they usually replace like the original with the deluxe.
Totally.
Unless it's re-recorded. Sometimes they replace
It's
it.
a
but
money game.
It's got bonus tracks, live tracks on it, and you should really listen to the live version of Dreaming in Dog Ears.
Yeah.
He gets so fucking low, and it's so heavy, it makes me want to elbow Andrew in the
You.
Adam's apple.
You. Remember when we saw them, but we didn't? We walked into Ozfest in 2006. We brought that up already.
But we seen them somewhere too.
Oh, yeah, we
Small
saw 'em.
stage with Through the Eyes of the Dead.
Oh yeah. That's stupid.
My
band.
memory is shit.
Well, pull up I want to see myself here on this.
Sorry, I was trying to fix. It keeps going to sleep.
It's okay. Let's shuffle it around a little bit. Yeah, that band is instant
Legendary.
legendary. I was gonna say legendary.
They are legendary. There's, at the time, I didn't, and at the time and years after, I didn't think they were as popular as they were. And now there's kind of this resurgence. I don't want to call them MySpace deathcore, but there's this resurgence of all these bands getting back together that just pumped out like 1 to 3 good albums back in the day.
Yeah.
Red Chord is one of them. I'm here for it. They play shows in their hometown
Beneath
because
Grass,
they're like,
they did
hey, I'll play a show, but only in my hometown. Why? It's like, because I'm married and have
I gotta
kids and
work
I'm a
on Monday.
cop.
Yeah.
But if it's 5 minutes from my house, I'll play a show. Like, same with another band that might come up still.
Okay. Alright, it's my turn. So, this album is pretty good. I liked it, and
That's the list.
it made me very happy in and around my jeans.
Hit the lights, it's boner time.
My pants got tight
Yeah.
when I heard this, and I still can't figure out how they come together and riff the way they do. I know he wants me to say it. I just keep
No,
talking about
I have
it.
a couple ideas who you might say. So.
This album was called The New Rain. Born of Osiris.
Boo.
Oh, yeah, the acronym. Yeah,
Homicide fucking rocks.
yeah, they're rocking. They're
They're
a
still
rocking
rocking.
band. Their songs are so rock and roll that, I mean, Elvis Presley is spinning in his urn, being like, "Empire's erased. I should have written that
Good
song.
one.
That should have been my song."
Should have been an Elvis song.
In the Arms of Damnation,
Brace legs.
Brace Legs,
What's the big one?
Bow Down.
Bow down.
Oh,
What's the
no.
other big abstract
Art. It's still, if that song came out today, I would still be like, I would text you and I'd say, I have a song for you.
Yeah.
please don't know this song. I want to show it to you. That album is so nuts. It's so nutty. I think they had some kind of like affiliation with the Faceless at the time.
Yeah, I
with
don't know.
like as a producer or writing, but
Keen produces a bunch of bands.
But the fucking New Rain back in the day was just so bonkers.
Yeah.
It's the word. It's bonkers. It's
I remember
nuts.
you showed me that. We were actually in my parents' garage.
Yeah.
And you were swapping the rims off your Silverado. You showed me 3 bands that day.
Yep.
Born of Osiris was one of them. One already mentioned today was Bleeding Through.
Fucking bad.
And the third one hasn't been mentioned today, which I'm a little surprised at so far.
Well, I got one left.
Yeah.
Well, I got fucking a lot of crossed off.
I know,
there.
We're supposed to have, one left, and I have 3 left on my list. So.
You got one more, I got one more.
Alright.
Alright, yeah. New
Born
Rain.
of Osiris, check
Born
it
of
out.
Osiris.
I think they re-recorded it too, and it's actually what I'm not usually a fan of re-recording.
It's
still good
fucking
though.
tight.
Yeah,
It's just
updated production. Check it out.
whatever. It's so good. Good.
Last one, right?
Your last one.
My last one, just for the sake of it being this album's 20th anniversary this year.
Oh boy, I know what it is.
Dead to Fall.
Dead to Fall. I knew what it is.
Bastard Set of Dreams.
Alright.
Heavy. That's it. I mean, I don't even know what to say about them. Personally, Phoenix Throne is amazing.
Was it Villainy and Virtue you're talking about?
Oh, yeah. What did I say? Bastard Set of Dreams. Sorry, yeah. Villainy and Virtue.
Yeah.
Dead to Fall. 2004.
That band sucks so good.
Sucks so good. Heavy as shit. Pretty little rough recording, which, like I said, 4 times before.
We like it rough.
Makes it better. That's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say about that album, except it's its
I like this song.
20th.
I like this song.
And you should check it out.
Yeah. We recorded a video for media class, which was basically go to the mall for us.
Yeah.
And
we
everyone
got out
up.
of some. I think I skipped 60 days due to me with that excuse.
We lined up media with study hall, and then we would just go to the mall and buy the album. Mm-hmm. Actually, it was Phoenix Throne, but
it was Phoenix Throne.
Villainy and Virtue. We recorded a video where we were like, you would do like a muscle, and then you would do the splits. I can't remember. It was something like that.
No, we did. The video we made was to Darkest Hour.
That one I remember, but we also did one to Bastard Set of Dreams.
Okay.
And then you stood there like smiling, and then I jumped in like
just at the point.
Yeah.
Super easy.
Didn't realize what we were doing, but we knew we wanted to emphasize how fucking cool this song was.
Yeah.
But yeah, Villainy and Virtue.
That was another Barnes & Noble. We went to Barnes & Noble.
That's
we listened to, actually the album before this, the name escapes me, one of those songs, and I was like, I'm going to buy this album. When I go to buy it, and the only one they had, I'm pretty sure it was Villainy and Virtue.
It's great.
And
it's a fucking sick
did
one.
not disappoint. That was my last album.
I got one more. If y'all interested, I got one more. If you're not interested,
fuck you.
Suck it.
Suck it.
Jeez. This is hip hop. This is hip hop.
What is that?
I don't know. The video I saw, the lady like pretending to be hip hop.
The white lady that hip hop dances. Yeah. That's good.
She's pretty cool.
Nothing beats the.
That's all. She's the one that showed me Kill Whitney Dead.
Oh, right.
Which is my.
I mean, that's a pretty cool video, but one I saw. This is a little off topic, but nothing beats that Carmen Sandiego video.
Oh yeah.
Nothing. There's a couple things that beat it, but Carmen Sandiego, the dude singing that, is great.
I listen to that with my headphones in while I'm driving at work, I go, double for the free alpha, Carmen San Carmen San Diego.
The dude has like short hair here. Like it should be a mullet, but his hair in the back is braided into like Jamaican Michael Scott beads.
This was the end of the rat tail area.
Anyways,
the end of it.
We're getting off topic.
But my last band is Kill With Me Dead.
Wow. Okay.
Never Good Enough For You. And I had to choose between that and the fucking other album. I wish I would have written it down, but
Plastic something.
No, that was a song. But
well, we can look it up too.
So yeah, that band.
Pretty in Plastic.
No, that's not the name of the album.
Really.
So yeah, this band was both of us. You know, Kill equals W. He loved it. I loved it. People that pretended to fucking like metal loved it because they had the nothing less, nothing more.
Yeah, no, nothing less, nothing more.
Never Good Enough For You was the album. It's that album you show your friends because of the quotes, and they like it, you know.
Just for that.
It's so cookie cutter.
It's culturally appropriate.
Yeah. So you like Family Guy? Here, listen to this song.
You like Goodfellas? Listen to this song.
You like Harry Potter? Listen to this song.
You like Devil's Rejects?
Throw it in there. Yeah. So Never Good Enough For You.
So Pretty, So Plastic.
That was a song. I feel and I love the story behind the band. Like we got the DVD right over there.
Yeah.
How they're banned from their own home city from playing because shit got rowdy.
Dude runs a killer record label, Tribunal.
That's right.
Just put out the new Alicia singles and shit on Spotify.
I was about to nod like I know.
I think the album, the repress of the album is coming out pretty soon. I assume if they're releasing singles.
I am so shocked we did not have the same albums for a few.
You want to know a couple I'm surprised were not on your list?
I had a list and I have them crossed off, but go ahead.
Unbroken Wings.
That's on the next list, maybe.
Is that Post?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, we already talked. We did talk.
I had to pick between Post and Pre, so I got rid of Pre to add to my list of Post because my Posts aren't very long. What do you got? What else do you think?
Well, we already talked about Unearth.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna fucking have it on there. That's why I didn't have it on there.
I called an audible. Unearth, Oncoming Storm. Check it.
Is the fucking metalcore album of the early 2000s.
Riff City, Breakdown City.
If you're a guitar player and you suck and you stink and you smell like a pumpkin wrapped in gold hardware with cheese on the side.
I think that's the second time you brought up pumpkins.
I keep looking at your shelf over there and I keep...
We've got pumpkins everywhere. Well, you broke one last time.
Oh yeah, it's in the garbage. Did I break that?
Yeah, you bumped this thing. But that's because the table was at a weird angle.
Accident.
That was asinine.
Accidentally.
Did you hear about the lady who backed into the fan?
No.
Neither.
What a stinky move. So, we just compiled our favorite old era albums. You want to keep going?
No, I just want some honorable mentions.
Okay, we'll do honorable mentions. I have like 13.
I'm just going to do a couple.
Just Sam.
Parkway Drive, Killing with a Smile.
Got it. Yep.
MySpace. Thank you.
Thought you'd have that on there.
I want to see you cry, bitch. No, that's Defiler, right? Cry me a fucking rip, bitch.
Either way,
Parkway.
When women are crying, it's fucking cool.
We were speaking about Minnesota earlier. Knowing to speak of.
Hometown represent big bitch booty bitch. Boom!
Me and this guy have been listening to Knowing to Speak Of album for off and on, obviously, for how many years now? 15, 20?
It's a local
metalcore
It's a local favorite. They were like the fucking Stones of 2008 in Duluth, which none of you get it, but Duluth didn't have a metal scene, and it wouldn't have if it wasn't for them. The beginning of our fucking video, Soya, listen to that and try not to fucking rage.
Some other ones I didn't put on the list were the Faceless.
I had the Faceless, I had Planetary Duality.
What else? There's a couple more. I can't think of them now. Because I deleted them because I didn't want them in my site because I would have kept putting them back in the list.
Totally.
So I had to get rid of them, but I had a bunch of honorable mentions. Even Dead to Fall, like we mentioned, the Phoenix Throne.
Yeah.
Awesome. Bleeding Through the Truth.
Right.
All That Remains. That was one I thought. Fall of Ideals.
Fall of Ideals is on here that I had to cross off.
Yeah.
But as far as that era, yeah, we had to go.
I'm really surprised you didn't have Unbroken Wings.
It's there, it's just not here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had so many pre's.
I also thought you'd have a Meshuggah.
It's there,
And
but I had to fucking cross it off.
I know.
Because it's so
Top
hard.
10 lists suck.
Nothing by Meshuggah would have, that's very big to me. And Some of Us May Never See the World.
Oh man, yeah.
The Fiance. Chariot.
The Chariot. Is that the album?
Maybe. The Fiance.
Okay. I guess I had the album. I never
How about
paid
this
much
one?
attention.
Hail Horror.
Himza.
I had
a couple Norma Jeans on there.
and
I'm a Norma Jean
I had
guy.
Ashes of the Wake, Lamb of God. I'm a riff boy, I'm a guitar player, I'm a little riffy boy. Unhollowed, which is Dahlia's first album.
Yep.
That was seminal for me. That was me listening to that, going like, holy.
Through
fuck.
the Eyes of the Dead would have been a good one.
Somatic
Like
Defilement.
you said, Tony Danza, Whitechapel. Yeah, I'm
Somatic
surprised.
Defilement.
That was the third album.
That was a
you
hard
showed
one.
me when you were swapping out your rims.
That was a hard one. Yeah, that's how we do it in northern Minnesota. We're struggling here. I
You have to
swap
swap
out my
rims out in the winter.
And then Hell Alive, which is Machine Head's
Yeah.
live album, which is very cool to me. Waking the Fallen was my baby.
All
All right, so we're gonna
Wraps it up.
wrap this up, and we're gonna do a post 2012 old or newer era shit.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for listening.
Basically anything heavy from 2012 will be the next video.
Suck my penis.
Bye.